we need to talk about Free Britney. We need to dissect this recent video of hers.
I'm right here.
She's okay, not you, different one.
Wait, so she is free, right?
She's fresh out her conservatorship, but I don't know. I still think she's very compromised and possibly permanently mentally damaged for life.
Okay, you know what? I don't think she should be in like the conservatorship she was. I don't think she should be in the conservatorship she was, but I'm not going to deny that like she's damaged from like what she went through. Because here's the thing: is like even during the 2007 stuff, I was like reviewing it, and I realized that a lot of like how she was acting, like shaving her head and whatnot. If you go through a traumatic and like psychologically damaging event, you're not going to react normally. You're not going to react calmly. You're going to freak out and whatnot. So I think her reaction to everything she was going through at that time wasn't crazy, but I think her mental health has been getting worse under this conservatorship.
Yeah. And because she wasn't getting the right help for it.
No, she wasn't. They were forcing her to work. They were putting her under all these medications that probably fucked her up, honestly. SSRIs will mess you up. The day I got off SSRIs was the best thing that ever happened to me about a year and a half ago. I've been microdosing on shrooms ever since, like once a month, and it's freaking amazing. All right. SSRIs will mess you up. So
all right, and to back up your claim, here's Brittany.
Okay, so I'm here today to answer all of your guys' questions, and the first main question that you guys have been asking me is, what am I going to do now that the conservatorship's over with? Very good question.
What's the rush?
I've been in the conservatorship.
Yeah, what's the rush?
13 years.
Can you turn it up?
It's a really long time to be in a situation you don't want to be in. So I'm just grateful, honestly, for each day and being able to have the keys to my car and being able to be independent and feel like a woman and owning an ATM card, seeing cash for the first time, being able to buy candles. It's the little things for us women, but it makes a huge difference. And I'm grateful for that. You know, it's nice. It's really nice. But I'm not here to be a victim. I lived with victims my whole life as a child. That's why I got out of my house, and I worked for 20 years and worked my ass off. I'm here to be an advocate for people with real disabilities and real illnesses. I'm a very strong woman, so I can only imagine what the system has done to those people. So hopefully my little story, hopefully my story will make an impact and make some changes in the corrupt system. And the Free Britney movement, you guys rock. Honestly, my voice was muted and threatened for so long, and I wasn't able to speak up or say anything. And because of you guys and the awareness of kind of knowing what was going on and delivering that news to the public for so long, you gave it awareness to all of them. And because of you, I honestly think you guys saved my life in a way, 100%. And I know there's a lot of jokes about the Free Britney movement. We're not free, we're expensive. Okay, birdies, I'm expensive too. But anyways, with that said, let's move forward. God bless you all.
She needs a joke writer.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. I just hope that, you know, she can finally get the rest she needs and the love she needs. She definitely seems like just traumatized. For sure, after everything.
Yeah, and just even like her appearance, like I don't know, she's just like she's out of it. She's not brushing her hair and like her eyeliner's all over the place. She's been looking like that for a while, but I'm like,
I
think that's
looks
trauma.
Really makes you happy, but I don't think she's really like seeing herself.
No,
you know? Like she's not connected to like reality.
No. You know what though? Again, she just got out of her conservatorship, and the thing is that when you're in a toxic situation, you're going to look and act toxic. But I think over time, as she's weaning off from that toxic situation, we're going to see her a lot healthier and a lot happier. We saw the same thing with Amanda Bynes, where she was in a very toxic situation and she was acting toxic and looking toxic. And we saw her get better over time after she took a break. And I think a lot of women can relate to this situation where if you're in a toxic relationship, you have toxic family members, you look it and you act it, and then everyone thinks that you're the crazy person. But the moment you get away from those other crazy people in that toxic situation, you come back a much healthier and happier person. So I really cannot wait to see how she is in a couple months when she's, you know, really getting herself together.
I hope her boyfriend is good, or her fiance or whatever.
It looked like she was standing on a dock on the whole video.
She did.
She's like rocking.
But I think she's just been on so many drugs over the years, and she like might have I don't know, permanent brain damage.
It could be from the SSRIs. SSRIs are horrible for your body, and it can make your mental state much worse. And I know this for a fact because my parents have pushed me on SSRIs since I was about 17 years old, and I quit them for a long time, and then I got back on them around 2018, 2019, 2012. Or sorry, I quit in 2020, but 2018 and 2019, I was on like 3 different SSRIs, and they really messed me up. And I took a break off them in 2020, and then this past year, I've actually really been looking into microdosing and different natural herbs that can help you with depression and
why did you
anxiety.
Start taking them?
SSRIs? It was actually encouraged by a manager of mine when I got really big on YouTube, because I had a situation happen that was pretty traumatic, and he suggested I talk to a psychiatrist.
Question, but what are SSRIs?
They're basically stimulants, like how do I explain that? They're basically stimulants for like depression, anxiety. They're mood stabilizers.
I used to know what they stood for because I talked about that when I had Michaela Peterson on the podcast. She was on them too, and like saying the same things you are, Ashton, like how damaging they are.
And I've never tripped off mushrooms, but I have microdosed, and I only take a microdose maybe once a month when I really feel like I need it. In that spare time, I go hiking, I do yoga every day. I focus on all that kind of stuff. And I just really think when a person, the biggest contributor to depression, anxiety, I really think is what you surround yourself with.
Oh yeah.
People you're surrounding yourself with, the environment, and of course fitness and a good diet as well. A diet's a huge issue when it comes to mental health.
And people are just very weak-minded these days too.
Mm-hmm.
It's they can't deal with their shit.
No, it's the last year and a half is breaking so many people, and I'm like, over what, but it's a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah.
From Sydney Jr., I don't know about sensitive, but we tend to never really heal. Compartmentalizing is definitely a men's go-to. I'm not sure what that was in reference to. From Love Jobs, you can try to telepathically coerce a random guy to send you $100, but you'll probably just end up with another deek pic. Oh, this is for Brittany. Everything has its price.
Hold on, busy.
Busy?
Yeah, I'm trying to move this rock.
Oh.
The amethyst.
When's the last time Brittany slept? Good question. I wish her
with
well.
your dad.
Meth is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I mean, was on a lot of stuff, and I think she's had a lot of trauma. Obviously, a lot of, MK Ultra training as a youth. So
yeah.
Do you guys ever think that Big Pharma will ever try to start marketing hallucinogens? Yeah, for sure.
Well,
if they can make money off of it, that's when they'll start. And they can't make money off of it right now. So I don't think that's why.
It's funny that they mention this because they're actually trying to develop their own hallucinogens. They're actually trying to develop their own marijuana and their own I don't know the exact chemical term for what's in mushrooms, but they're trying to develop their own version of that. But the thing is that they don't want to make it generally legal, because if you can go out and grow your own marijuana and farm for your own shrooms and actually learn how to actually look at a mushroom in the wild or grow your own mushrooms and actually see if it's safe or not, that ruins them. So what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to develop the same chemicals that are in these plants and sell them as drugs instead. And what they would do is they would mix them with other types of drugs, which is, what they're doing with everything else, which is why you have all these kids who have ADHD hooked up on what is the equivalent to methamphetamines.
Mm-hmm.
Big Pharma is the biggest contributor to the war on drugs for a reason. So
yeah,